G'day viewers, just wanted to share with you the latest bit of fuckery from the Australian federal government. Now the good thing about these guys, they're the gift that keeps on giving, and there's variety. There are so many of them that are such complete assholes who say and do such fucked things. There's always something and someone different to choose each week. This week, once more, we're graced with the gormlessness of Treasurer Joe Hockey. In the past, when people said, "Oh, that petrol tax you're doing will hurt poor people the most," he went, "Well, poor people, they can't afford to drive anyway. Fuck them." And when on the eve of trying his first budget, which has been universally regarded as disproportionately attacking the most vulnerable, hurting the people who can least afford to be hurt, he takes time off by kicking his heels up and smoking a fucking cigar. Now, he can smoke a cigar if he wants, but if he's that big an asshole that he doesn't get the symbolism of him kicking back with a fat old stogie while he fucks over the poor, well, then he kind of deserves it when people inevitably drag him from his office and fucking lynch him in the streets. I'm not saying people should do that. That seems a bit excessive. I just think it's almost inevitable that that's going to be the ultimate demise of this government. But today, he comes up, people are talking about Sydney and Melbourne, Sydney particularly, having an explosion of housing prices. The Federal Reserve says there's a housing bubble. It's bad. It will really damage the economy when it finally bursts. But for some reason, in the face of everyone saying these housing prices are overinflated and unsustainable, the government's going, no, they're not. They're not, mate. They're not. Like Hockey spouts such wisdom as, "Oh, if it was unaffordable, no one would be buying it." More than half the houses are being bought by investors, rich fucks who already have houses, and foreign buyers. When people say it's unaffordable, they mean it's unaffordable for average fucking Australians. How unaffordable, you ask? Well, in Sydney, the median asking price of houses has passed $1 million. Like, anywhere at all close to the city of Sydney, you do not stand a chance of having even the smallest residence selling for less than $1 million. And the average income in Australia is about $60,000. That's the sort of unaffordability we're talking about. And what does fucking Hockey say when someone says, "But it's out of reach for so many people"? He goes, "Oh, well, if it's out of reach, what you need to do is get a job that pays good money." First, just pointing out how out of touch he is. Second, not even understanding basic capitalism. It's like, "Oh, well, if you want $1 million house, you need to have $1 million paying job." Not that there's an enormous amount of them that exist, but if the number of them did increase, then everything would go up with inflation and the housing. It's like, it doesn't make any fucking sense unless you're a soulless, evil prick. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there that possibly it makes sense if you're a fucking demon creature and not at all human. I think that might be it. And if you want to know how unpopular this has made him, the Australian Financial Review contacted all their contacts in the government, tried to get one person, one other government minister to go on record supporting Hockey and going, "He's alright." They couldn't get one. Not one of them would stand up and say, "Nah, Hockey's alright." They just went, "Get the fuck away, not touching it. Ooh, that guy is poison." And a lot of people are asking, how do you get this out of touch? How do you get to be this horrible person? Because, well, I've been thinking about it, and either Hockey is the most horrible, cut off from reality, soulless, nasty monster ever, or, and bear with me here because I think there's a possible alternative, or he's sending a secret message. Think about it. People say, "Oh, the rich and the powerful have taken everything from us. We can't even afford housing." Hockey says, you need to be the rich and powerful. People say They've taken it from us. Hockey's saying, you need to take it back. Revolution! Joe Hockey wants a revolution! It's on! Oh my God, Joe! If you wanted us to go out and kill the boomers and take the houses, you should have said so sooner! I'm all over this shit!